Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Today we're going to convert the 106-inch screen here. I'm actually planning to get a couple more of these, but lighter ones. But 106-inch screen into our new Final Phantom Deep Red. All right, I think I said that might have been in reverse. But anyway, the deep red Final Phantom, it's all the same thing. So this is a kind of a reddish screen paint we developed. It has a very beautiful color to it. Screens are actually gorgeous, and they produce amazing color, contrast, the whole 9 yards. Some people look at the red screens and say, well, you know, is everything else going to come out red on it? No, that's not going to happen. So we're going to be to paint this in no time at all. Fast, quick, easy. No 4-coat application. No waiting for each coat to actually dry in between. None of that nonsense. One time, paint it, and be done. All right, so one thing, if you're going to be painting one of these screens, mine's already painted a few times, but if you're painting one of these screens and you happen to have a bar, a support bar in the back of it, you do want to make sure that you pad the back of the bar, put a little padding in between the bar and the screen. It's going to put a little bump on the top of the screen, but that's not going to affect it at all. It's going to stretch out nice and flat. But you want to make sure that you put that padding in between, because what's going to happen is you're going to get an imprint of the bar in the middle of your screen, and you don't want that nonsense. All right, so let's start off with getting the roller. So the roller we're going to use for the demonstration is my washed out roller. This is a 9-inch everyday roller. That's basically about it, nap roller. Mind you, when you're doing screens that require multiple layers, applications, you're going to have to wash the rollers out every single time, or wash your paint sprayer every single time, because you don't want cross-contamination. That's something you're going to have to deal with here. We don't have any nightmare instructions. Just paint the screen and be done with it. Also too, on top of that, if you're using a paint sprayer, like I said, you're going to be cleaning that out 4 times, or you're just going to go out and invest the money, I guess, for 4 paint sprayers for each individual coat. That's going to be expensive. Or basically just waste 4 rollers, brand new rollers on one screen. Like I said, headache. All right, so let's begin. Over here in the big container over here, we have the red, the deep red. So first thing, let me tie myself up here a little bit so our pants are not falling down. Get ourselves nice and tight there. And we're going to go take our formula, which I have in my big container here, mix it a little bit, like so, and then add that onto the screen. All right. So you can get an idea why we call this the red, because it is red. There it is. All right, let me put you guys back at where I had you at, because I had you propped just right over here. So we're downstairs in the workshop. I like to be down here from time to time, especially because the lighting down here is brutal. All right, so we're going to roll this on. I like to do my corners first. Now this screen right here is an Elite Edgeless. I like these because these screens have no borders attached to them, and I don't have to do any taping at all for my borders. And I just use my screen that's a bit of a screen in the middle. I just use it as a paint pan, which is on here nice and tight. Because in the other demonstrations I've seen, one of the demonstrations I saw, the paint has to be applied by putting a 3-inch line, 3-inch wide line, right down the center of your screen. With this, you don't have to worry about it. Drop the paint anywhere you want. Doesn't make a difference. You don't have to worry about measuring, whether it's going to be 3 inches wide, whatever. You don't have to worry about none of that nonsense. Very easy to paint the screen without headache instructions. At the end of the day, nobody wants to go through all that nonsense to paint a screen. Want to paint it and be done with it. That's pretty much it. That's what you want. I get my corners first. That's how I do it. Everybody has their own particular way on how they paint their own screens. For me, I just do my corners first, and then I just roll in between the middle of it. That's it. Very easy to do. Don't have to be a professional, don't have to be a pro. Don't have to have any special paint rollers, none of that nonsense. Basic 9-inch nap paint roller. And like I said, how I do mine, I like to go around my edges first. This is how I do mine. Do my edges first. Like so. If you hear some meowing, that is Taco upstairs having his little fit. He demands to be down here. I don't allow him to be down here because I don't want his cat fur all over the place down here. Upstairs we got the air cleaners and all that stuff, but I still don't want him down here. On top of that, there's not a place for a cat to be at. On top of that. He has no business being down here. In all the other videos, you will see Taco. Taco! Taco! I better stop saying that because he's going to think I'm taunting him. Like, man, don't call my name if I can't come down there, man. Do not call my name if I can't come down there. See, that's it. We're done. That's it. One coat application and we're done. No 1 to 2, 3, 4 coats, waiting for each one to dry in between. We wash out our rollers one time and we're done. We wash our paint sprayer out one time and we're done. That's it. None of that other headache. So, I'm going to bring you over here. I want you to see the whole process. So this is all I got to do when I get done. When I get ready to clean out my rollers. Put you over here on camera. Grab my rollers. Don't get anything perverted out of this. Keep it clean, people. I like to put a little hot water in there too. Hot water breaks it up a lot better. So imagine, for me, when I'm cleaning this out, imagine doing this 4 times. Every time you got to go put a new application on that surface, that you have to do this 4 times in a row. So you don't want to go through four applications to paint the screen. You want to do it right the first time and be done with it, you know? So I got to make sure all this paint is out of here. And you got to do this 4 times, or you're just going to waste 4 rollers on one screen. I think rollers, basic rollers come 3 to a pack or 4 to a pack. I think they come 3 to a pack. I'm going to check on that. But anyway, at the end of the day, you're still either going to throw away those 4 rollers or you're going to wash them. Because that's a waste of 4 rollers. This is what I got to go through to clean my rollers out. If I want to use them for the next applications. I don't want any cross-contamination at all coming up on my other screen. If my screen's going to be a different color, I don't want anything red coming up on the screen. Alright. There we go. Now this is all cleaned out. Alright, that's finished. And that's all cleaned out. Then what we do is we get a nice dry rag to take out any excess water out of it. And this is what you're going to have to do 4 times if you're using one roller, or if you're going to go through a pack of rollers. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to waste 4 brand new rollers on one screen. That's why I said with our product, one time, paint it one time, and you're done, and you're finished. None of that headache. All right, so let's put you guys right there. I got to set up the projector, and I got to put the screen up. We'll take our paint, keep our shop tight, nice and tidy. One of the things I didn't like about that particular demonstration too, we don't mention the guy's name, we just call him individual. But one of the things I didn't like about the video is the fact that he painted it on a small little screen. Should have painted on a much bigger screen, so that way you can get an idea of how much work is going to go in to paint the screen. Much easier to do a screen by putting that little 3-inch wide paint pour in the middle of it. If you're doing a screen that's going to be like 2 by 3. This is a 106-inch screen. So you should have did it on an official size screen to give you an understanding what you're actually getting yourself into. we're applying that surface to it. All right, make sure we got the right side on this one, because one of these has lights. Has the extension to my lights. I think it's that side. Is it that side? There we go. So this is the fabric we have in the back of the screen right there. To make sure we don't get that that mark. Yeah, it's on this side. I'm trying to figure out where in the world that was at. All right, so we're gonna hang this up over here. Make sure that's up. If I get in areas where my fingers hit, I'm not worried about that. I'll just go right in and just go over that with a roller, nice and neat. Fix that little spot. All right, I got it there. And we got it over here. Bring over this a little bit more. Just right. It's nice and neat. All right. I think I might have, did I mark my screen? I didn't mark it. I'm good. Okay, I got it. All right, so now we got it over here hanging up. That's the red baby right there. That's my red boy. The rude red boy. Yes. All right, get you guys settled in right there. So you're locked in for that one. And these are dark screens too. It's a dark red. Put our LED lights in. Let me see. There we go. The LED light set up. And let's get ourselves a fan. So basically, any kind of fabric will work for that application and what you're doing. You can be towel, sheets, whatever. You know, that'll work out just fine. All right, let me see. Got our lid on there. Let's fire up our projector too while we're at it too, while we're over here. Let me see what we got going on. Here we go. One of the things I like to do in my demonstrations, I like to do paint and dry. One time I don't do a paint dry. Where's my fan over there? It's less, I'm using a motorized screen. If the motorized screen is standing upright, then yeah, I'll do a paint and dry and show you the demonstration from there. But usually when they're laying on the floor, ain't much I can do. All right, we'll get our fan up over here set up. A little power in here for this. And let's come over while the fan's drying. Let's grab our remote control. Get our setup over here done. We're just gonna let that dry. Move my, that's a little bit over. Let's see where we're at on this. Too far. All right, that's perfect. All right, those of you that are interested in our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, it's still going to be going on until, that sale's going to be going on quite a bit. It's going to be going on until December the 4th. The reason why we extended it so long is because, like I said, gives everybody a chance to take advantage of our sale. You know, if you do it on 1 or 2 days, you know, some people might not be paid on that day, or the money might not be right. This gives everybody a chance to be able to enjoy on the sale. So, we had the Elegant Silver, that's the new one we made. Actually, we're going to add that to our page for the, we were going to make a separate page for that one, but no, a separate shopping cart, but we're going to add that in to the, one of the color options for the Phantom technology. And this is what we're using here in the demonstration. We're using the Deep Red by Phantom. Watch the screen dry right in front of you. I love doing the paint on demonstrations where we get to let the screen dry right in front of the on camera. Now I'll show you our meter readings. Now we call this room the max out zone due to the fact that meters don't pick up down here. So this is my doctor meter right there. Official certified meter. I'm going to put this right here on the floor. Right? We're going to lean over top of it, and you're going to see when I hit my meter, it only reads unless I'm shadowing the sensor. So I'm going to turn it on right now, and you're going to see as I move away, the meter's not going to pick up. So we call this the meter max out zone because meters down here don't pick up. I'm going to cover it with my hand again. There we go. See, my hand's over there. Move my hand out of the way. Meter max is out. So down here when we show off our screens, we're using more ambient light than the average video being displayed on YouTube that's showing off any form of projection screen setup, including also too those screen paint mix products do not use the lighting that we use in these environments down here, this environment down here alone by itself. Got a couple of little, well, yeah, we're good. All right, let me grab a what's called 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
It shows you how much ambient light we have making contact with the screen. Not only is the screen maintaining a beautiful image from corner to corner, but we're doing this in an environment that is beyond well lit. The screen's still a little wet. Angle gain on that. Count the drums is getting it in. Now this is a free color option that's available on our website for free. One of the other ones besides the gunmetal. still a little wet right there in that area right there. Right there in this corner right here. A little bit wet right up in there. And we'll do one more. I want to keep the video short and sweet. We got a little wetness in here in the center, but I'm not worried about that. That'll be dry in no time at all. But as you can see, like I said, at the end of the day, no 4 and 5 or 4 applications to paint on, no washable rollers, not washing your rollers out over and over again, or wasting rollers to begin with. None of that nonsense. Paint the screen, be done with it. And as you can see, we are not in a dark environment, which is one of the beautiful things about this technology. It is actually ambient light projection technology. Unlike other screen paints that, like I said, in order for them to be to produce contrast levels or proper colors, they have to be in the dark. Now my projector sits back around 12 feet from my screen, and my projector price for my projector cost me around 270 bucks. No calibration needed. And for a dark screen, it produces amazing bright images, as you can see. Everything else can dry on its own. Look how much light we have making contact with that screen at all times. Outer space screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
Show you the contrast levels on the red technology. Now over top, these lights right here are work fluorescent lights. They're very, very, very bright. As you can see, the meter is having a very difficult time trying to pick up a reading on these lights because they're actually producing that much light in the environment. And we have the distance at 12 feet, which means we don't have to depend on ultra short throw projectors. A lot of companies I see, and also with screen paints, have to depend on ultra short throw projector setups due to the fact that they need that short amount of distance throw. Because with a long distance throw, that means they might not be able to maintain their colors and contrast in a fully lit environment. So they have that shorter distance throw gives them that reassurance that that image is going to pop up. Now, if that image has a problem popping up on an ultra short throw projector at around 2 feet 2 inches away from a screen, that is a huge red flag. We don't have to depend on ultra short throw projectors. We can do this at a long throw and still maintain a beautiful image with no problem. All right, well, I'm going to cut this demonstration short because I need it to be short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I'd like to thank you all for your time. We're having our Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale still going on the website with free shipping. Thank you for your time. I have to go. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior for blessing us with such amazing technology. Gotta go, and God bless.